Hello, I'm Councillor Peter Fortune and I'm the Portfolio Holder for Education and Children's Services. Thanks very much for taking the time to watch this video.
The vision for Bromley Children's Social Care is actually predicated on three fundamental areas. One is reduced caseload. So if you come into Bromley, we guarantee that through the caseload promise, your caseload is actually going to be one of the lowest in the country. The second thing, which I guarantee, is the dedicated support around learning and development, which again guarantees that we'll focus on, we'll give you the time to go through your learning and development programs. And thirdly, the capacity to ensure that when you come over to Bromley, we'll offer you 10 days dedicated induction period, which again allows you to really understand how we do social work in Bromley.
So what we're looking for is the most excellent social workers in the business. We are committed to investing in our people and providing them with the tools to do the job. We want to drive down caseloads to ensure that they're some of the lowest in London, so that working with partners, we put the children at the centre of everything we do.
I'm excited to see that we now get new technology within the borough. I know that I'm excited to see there's going to be a new system because that's helpful to all the social workers, makes life easier. I'm excited to see that with the money that's being put into the borough, that we'll have more resources out there to stop children actually coming into care, so we can help the families keep their children at home. But if they do come in, then we can have a wider and broader range of resources out there to help the children and through their journey throughout the social care.
For me, what I like most about working for Bromley is the team that I work in. I like the fact that there's a good rate of progression within Bromley. I've been in Bromley since I was a student here and I did my ASYE here, and I've always found that I've had the ability to progress myself professionally and being supported to do that within the team.
The key things I need to be aware of to make it a safe place to practice social work. Keith?
I think for it to be safe and it to be attractive to newly qualifieds coming through, I think there needs to be a commitment by Bromley to caseloads and numbers being given to newly qualified staff in their early years.
I mean, one of the key things I've been thinking about is introducing a caseload promise. So that's really going to allow social workers, for example, in referral assessment, and social workers in children looked after teams to have one of the lowest caseloads.
And I'd probably say, as someone who's just finished the newly qualified programme, having a caseload promise would be very beneficial because you can do you can get experience from your cases but still have the time to complete the portfolio that's required of you to submit at the end of the year.
One of the key programmes that we run in from January in Bromley is the 10-day compulsory induction for new staff coming into Bromley. Will that help?
Well, I was quite fortunate in the fact that when I came into referral assessment, I'd already been a Bromley employee, so I'd worked in the MASH team. So I was quite fortunate to have known everyone, known everything. So, but I do feel that would help, newly qualified to getting to know the different teams, the different support agencies that are out there in Bromley, just so when they start to get cases and allocations, they're aware of how to signpost families to other agencies. I think that would be really useful.
Okay, great, thanks. How long have you been in Bromley for?
Just over 2 years. Okay. I think it would be handy for it to be structured. Would be helpful, I think, for people to have a structured programme.
So I think that's one of the key commitments from our leadership team, really just thinking through how we change our induction programme in Bromley, where for any new colleague from another local authority joining us, it's actually 10 days away from practice, 10 days where within the multi-agency safeguarding component, we actually have colleagues from health and education really going through a structured programme for about two weeks. That's so good. That's again, I welcome that. Just again reflecting on the points you raised around training, I actually am focusing more on practice-based training.
Right.
What does that really mean? So what I think the focus on from next year is where we actually have 7 to 8 practice-based training courses. Okay. So this is actually where we allow social workers the opportunity to go back and start understanding issues around threshold, Section 47, strategy discussion. Yep. And I joke about these. I trained about 20-something years ago, and it's always quite useful to go back again and actually say, does this really work? Do you actually see the workforce agreeing and supporting that in terms of really going back to basics on some of the practice issues?
I think the workforce would support that. I've practiced now 15 years, and I think it's always good to have a refresher. But it's a good way of actually touching base and reflecting about how to do things properly. Yeah. So no, I would welcome that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I feel that, if that's part of how we can learn and develop, then I think it would be well received actually.
Yeah. Okay. I should say that within Bromley, again, expectations for senior managers to offer staff sessions in terms of staff surgeries, really again to get to know you. And I think I look forward to yourselves coming to my staff surgeries in the future, really to understand some of the key challenges and the success of what you do in Bromley.
Well, thank you.
I love working with my team. I've got a really good supportive team that encourage each other and help each other out. And it makes it easier to work with the families, and it's not just the going and working with the families, it's going to the schools, doing the direct work with the children, working with the other professionals as well is always really good. And every day in this job is different, and it's always something. Sometimes it's hard, but it's really an interesting job that I really enjoy doing.
It's making a difference. It's why I work with children. Yeah.
So I hope you're as excited as we are about the future of children's services here in Bromley. So come and join us today and help make a real difference to the lives of children in this borough.